Call the...
All right, okay, 1 minute. 1 minute. Don't think you can hit me up for some more money simply because Andy's in your clutches now.
He's not in my clutches. I happen to care about your son.
The way you cared for Duke.
No, it's nothing like that. Andy's changed my whole life. Listen,
So what
I
do you
just
want?
came here to give you this.
What's this?
It's a cashier's check for $47,000, and I'll give you the other $3,000 as soon as I can.
Stationery says KB, Karen Barnes, even though she didn't sign it.
Yeah, or finish it. But from the looks of this, she and dear Derek had quite a fight.
One that really scared her.
You've been working out at the cottage for a while, Jeff. You must know Derek and Lily pretty well by now.
Yeah, Lily better than Derek.
And what's that look mean?
Derek fired me.
How come?
Well, I guess he was jealous. Not that he had any reason to be. I mean, I went out to the cottage the other night to get some work done. I was thinking they were both away, like they told me, and he threw a fit. I mean, he told me to get off the property and come back in the morning and collect my tools, which I did without arguing because I know he's got a wild temper.
Well, I think we definitely better ask Derek a few more questions.
Would you do me a favor? I don't want to block the investigation or anything, but I'd really hate to think of Lily finding out about that letter. I mean, since it's clear that Derek and Karen were just more than business associates.
You're, fond of Lily, aren't you?
Yeah, she's a special lady. I mean, I wouldn't ever want to see her get hurt. Not if I could help it.
Damn you! I never thought it would be possible for a son to hate his father as much as I hate you.
Why are you so abusive? Now, you wanted this project to end, and I promised you a week ago it was over.
And I didn't believe you then, and I don't believe you now. And I swear, if I find out that you and Jeff had anything to do with Karen's disappearance...
I lied to the police. Doesn't that tell you anything? I said that your relationship with Karen was strictly professional. Now, if I had arranged Karen's disappearance to incriminate you, ask yourself, why would I do that?
I love Lily. It's the kind of love that I thought I could never have, and that is why I refuse to lose her.
Then you best keep your voice down.
I told Lily everything about Karen.
Are you joking?
No.
Are you joking?
No. And she loves me in spite of it. That is why I must take her away, as far away from the likes of you and Jeff as I possibly can. Yes?
Derek, it's Hal Munson. Would you mind coming back to the station to answer a few more questions? We've turned up some new information on Karen Barnes.
Derek, what's wrong? What's happened?
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by Secret Antiperspirant. Strong enough for a man, but pH balanced for a woman.
No problem. I will, I'll be there as soon as I can.
Who's that?
Hal Munson, he's got some more questions about Karen.
What now?
I don't know, but I want to get to the bottom of this so that we can leave tonight.
I'm going with you.
No, there's no need. There's no need. Why don't you keep Trish company? In fact, why don't the two of you go out to the farm? I mean, I know you want to say goodbye to them anyway. Trish, why don't you call and tell them that you and Lily will be stopping by?
All right.
Okay?
I don't understand.
You don't have to understand. I want to say goodbye to them, too. Look, it'll all get worked out. Karen is bound to turn up, and then we can take the most wonderful honeymoon imaginable. Trust me.
Lily, I could drive you and Trish to the farm.
No, they can drive themselves, and then we'll all three drive back later.
Lily, Caleb would like to speak to you.
You're coming with me, and if you don't, I will tell Lily everything. I swear. Wait in the car, Dad.
Sure. I'll talk to you later, darling.
Bye, Danny.
I'm going to steal your husband away. We won't be long. Listen, I don't want you to worry. This mystery surrounding Karen, it'll soon be cleared up.
What is going on between you and Daddy?
Just stay out of it, Trish. But if he shows up at the farm, you let me know as soon as possible. You call me at the station, all right?
Why?
Tell the Snyders that I send my love and I'll be out there as soon as I can.
I don't understand. Why don't you
All
want me
you
to come
have
with
to understand is how very much I love you. Stay at the farm till I get there, okay?
Okay, Derek's on his way in.
Good. Then I'll go out to the cottage, see what else I can find.
Okay.
Listen, maybe it's better if you don't tell Derek that I was the one that found that letter. I mean, he's got it in for me already.
Gotcha.
Thanks.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, you, what's up?
Oh, I can't work. I sit at my drawing table and all I can do is think about Paul going before the grand jury tomorrow.
Have you seen him since breakfast?
Oh, I stopped by the house for a little while. I think he's scared to death.
Well, hon, that's only natural, but I really don't foresee any problem with the grand jury. Paul's going to tell his story, and Emily was there as a witness for the whole thing.
Emily, I keep wondering why James attacked Emily. All James has ever wanted to do was get Paul away from me. Why would he attack Emily?
Well, James is not what you call a rational man. You can't look for rational behavior. And if there's one good thing out of this whole mess is that he's gone for good. He can't hurt you or Paul ever again.
I don't think that's true, honey. I think his death is going to hurt Paul more than anything James ever did while he was alive.
A grand gesture. I'm sure Andy was impressed.
I wasn't trying to impress Andy.
Does this mean you're going to mooch off of Andy from now on?
No, I'm not. I've got a good job.
Oh, come on, will you? Andy may be naive, but not me.
Yeah, I heard you weren't always such a saint. But I heard your friends gave you a second chance, and that's all I'm asking
No
for.
second chances. No second chances where my son is concerned.
I'll get you the rest of the money as soon as I can.
Is that helpful? Maybe if I just... Oh, Julie. Listen, in spite of everything that's happened, I would really like for us to have a chance to get to know one another. Couldn't we still have lunch today?
Can I let you know later?
Of course. Okay.
Hi.
Hello there.
What are you doing here?
Just here for my annual mammogram, and what about you?
I just gave Dr. Dixon all I could of what I owe him.
Oh, I wish I could have seen old Johnny's jaw drop.
It didn't.
Aw. Come by Fashions later, and let's talk.
Okay.
Okay?
Thanks.
You're welcome. See you later, then. I'm telling you, Julie really does have guts. Oh, dear, what did I say? I said something wrong.
Well, Andy's relationship with Julie is causing a lot of family stress.
But he seems so happy.
Lisa, you know, she works for you, and let's just not get into it.
I know all about her past, and if there's anything I can do, or if anything has happened, please let me know.
Andy's moved in with Julie.
Ooh, well, I had no idea.
I just want to talk to John for a minute. Excuse me.
Pizza store.
Listen, what was that all about?
Take a look. 47 of the 50,000 bucks she took from him. I'm surprised she just didn't keep the money and leave town.
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. Your dad needs you.
What's up?
Julie was here.
Oh, man. I'll catch you in a second.
Sure.
Hello.
Hi, darling.
Hi, sorry, I don't mean to butt in, but Susan just told me Julie was here.
Have a look.
Wow. She gave you this? Well, maybe she really has changed.
Ha!
Well, whether she has or not, what we have to do is we all have to pull together now for Andy, even if that means we have to forget Julie's past.
Forget her past.
John, the important thing is not to alienate Andy any further. It could get to the point where we've really lost him.
Yeah.
Thought we were going to go with foreign books this morning.
Oh, Cal, I'm sorry, man. I completely forgot.
You look like you got the weight of the world on your shoulders, lad.
Oh, it's just Lily. Have you found out anything new about those credit checks I asked you to run on Niles and Derek Mason?
I got the head honcho of the accounting department down in Waco working on it right now, but he wants to know if you're more interested in Derek or Niles.
Both.
What do you expect to find?
I don't know, Cal. I'm probably just being paranoid, but Lily's always been worried about men just being after her money. And Trish told me that Niles just likes to give off the impression of being wealthy.
Well, you wouldn't be the first man to do that, you know.
Damn woodchuck!
Don't say anything to Mama, okay?
Believe that.
Did you get him?
Yeah, I got him. Standing there big as life, chewing on my red runner beans. I couldn't believe it. Speaking of big old woodchucks, you want to join us for lunch?
Wild horses couldn't drag me away.
Oh, you better make it 5, Mama. Trish and Lily said they'd be coming by.
What about Derek?
Well, she said that he had something to do, might be by later. Look, I'm going to be out at the barn. You call me as soon as you get here, okay?
Does he seem all right to you?
Why is it that every time I get you alone, you don't talk about anything except your children?
Well, maybe it's because they are my children, and I love them so much.
Well, I know that woman, and I'm fond of them, too. No, what I'm talking about is, you know, it's difficult to squeeze in any romance when you don't do anything except worry about those children.
Well, first and foremost, you have to remember, I am the mama. Maybe that's something you didn't take into consideration when you proposed to me.
Now, hold it. I'm not going to let you get my goat. No, what I mean is, every time we are alone, you do nothing but worry about those children. And I want to take advantage of the fact that Jared Carpenter's canceled out on this weekend.
Well, Jared hasn't canceled. He'll be here tonight.
I'm sorry I'm late between Olivia and Blake. I didn't think I was going to get away.
No apologies necessary. Where would you like to have lunch?
Anywhere where the women are not wearing Simply Barber designs, if you know it. I mean...
Sounds like a call from Mabel's Red Hots. Definitely no chic there.
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
And then while we're at it, how about we have a little talk about having a drive in the country for a few days, go see the foliage? What do you think?
I can't.
Why?
Because Olivia already has some things scheduled. I've got to go out of town for promotions, and I think Lucinda's behind it. She is.
Actually, I don't think so. I had this really long talk with her, and in a weird Lucinda kind of way, she gave us her blessing.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
You're joking.
I'm not. I'm serious. About you.
You are.
Oh, you two stop that. Make me feel like a lonely bachelor.
Oh, come on now. You've been here, settled in for a while. Why don't you go out and make some contact?
Yeah, well, I plan to. I just have to get caught up in all my accounts first. I have questions on the Tidewater development.
Talk to Emily. That's her baby.
Will she be here tomorrow?
She'll be here today.
Looks like my lucky day.
No, wait. I thought she was spending the night at the cabin.
Well, things are changed, with the whole grand jury stuff. She's going to come in and talk to Jessica and Paul. Speak of the devil.
Hey, good to see you. I missed you.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm just checking in.
Kid? Huh?
I gotta go over to Jessica's.
All right. Listen, where do we get in touch with you these days? I mean, I know the cops have still got your house sealed off, so...
Well, call me at my mom's. If I'm not there, try Brock's suite at the Lakeview Towers.
Okay, will do. Tell you what, I'm going to be 1 minute with Sean. I'm going to take a look at that promo release with you.
Tomorrow? Let's come check it out.
1 second, then we'll go.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
How was your trip to the mountains?
It was nice. Ellie, you remember the morning you came to my apartment and you told me there was something I should know about Brock? What was it?
Well, Brock made it clear that there was nothing else to tell. Why?
Philip Lombard called Brock up at my grandmother's cabin. Apparently Greg ran away from prep school.
So Brock went back to Chicago then, right?
No. It was very clear that Philip had taken charge. He just called to inform Brock. Why? Why? I mean, Brock is strong and he's independent and he loves those kids. Why does Philip Lombard have so much control over Brock's personal life or so much power over anything where Brock is concerned?
Wouldn't you rather use Greg for all of your legal matters since he handled the closing for you?
Greg doesn't have quite the same appeal as you do, Miss Griffin.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm with a client now, but I could see you around 3?
Terrific. Now, promise me you won't cancel, no matter what.
I'll see you at 3. Sorry, Paul.
It's okay. I was kind of hoping Emily was going to be here.
She will be. Now, Paul, I know you're nervous, but all you have to do is give the grand jury a straightforward account of exactly what happened.
Am I going to get asked a lot of questions?
Yes, but Just take your time and try to be as matter-of-fact as you can.
Matter of fact? Jess, how can I be matter of fact? It's my own father that I shot.
Just do your best, Paul. Now, Emily forgot to mention Foley initially. Is there anything else you may have forgotten?
I don't think so. I know the police think it's strange that I called you first. They gonna ask me about that?
Possibly, but the jurors are ordinary people. They'll understand that you were in shock and not thinking clearly. Now, they may ask you about your relationship with Emily.
What? Why would they do that?
Don't get upset. I understand how close you and Emily have become, and I understand why, but Mr. Hastings doesn't. And he may ask you about the card that was attached to the flowers you brought and about the expensive watch Emily was going to give you. Now, I just want you to be prepared for that line of questioning should he decide to pursue it.
I would never have done that. You're
Kid. Oh, listen, young man. Someday you're going to feel this way about a woman, and that's the best thing I could ever wish for you. I'm going to get to work.
All right,
I'll try to get back in time to work on that eggnog.
You bet.
Don't you let anybody else touch it. I'll see you later.
Bye, Bob. Dream of it. Mom, if
Yeah.
you don't need me, Hank's gonna go to New York tonight. I want to get him a present, so Leanne and I are gonna go shopping.
Okay, fine. I'm glad you two got things worked out between you.
Well, I thought about it a lot, and I just realized that Hank and that guy in New York, they're not any different than any of us. I mean, what's important is to love somebody and to share your life with them. So, yeah, with the trial coming up, look, maybe it'd be easier if I went and lived with Dad. I know that I caused you a lot of worry.
Honey, that's just, I mean, that's crazy. Don't be silly. It wouldn't be easier. Are you kidding? I mean, don't you know that when everything else gets me down, you're the thing that really keeps me going? Don't you know that?
Are you sure?
I am positive.
Well, I like to spend time with Dad, but this is home.
Well, we're glad you feel that way.
Then it's okay if I stay.
Oh, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Neither would I.
Great.
Babysitter said you were out here.
Seems so strange to be here without Andy's things all over the place.
It's tough, isn't it? Child that you tuck in every night suddenly grows up, gets involved with the opposite sex.
It's not really the physical thing that's, I mean, that's hard, but I can deal with that. I mean, at least I think I can, but it's just that Andy is such a romantic. He just gets so caught up with his own feelings.
And he doesn't see Julie as clearly as you do.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm really trying very hard. I'm trying very hard not to judge her.
Should we answer?
Guess so. Hello.
Hello, Mrs. Hughes. It's Julie. Yeah, I tried you up at the other house, and the sitter told me where I could find you. I'm sorry that I haven't gotten back to you sooner, but, well, I haven't even heard from Andy yet, so I was wondering if it would be okay if we passed. But I'd love to do it another time.
I understand, Julie. That's fine. I'll check with Andy and find out what day would be good for him.
Okay, thanks. Just one more thing. I don't want to cut Andy off from you or anybody in his family, even Dr. Dixon.
Well, Julie, I appreciate that. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Do you appreciate what?
Oh, she says that she'd
doesn't want to cut Andy off from anybody in his family.
Sounds like she's trying. But you don't know if you should believe her.
Oh, honey. I don't know. No matter what she says, I just know that girl is going to hurt him. She's going to hurt him.
Thanks for coming down. I'm sorry I kept you waiting.
Oh, no, that's okay. I'm glad to do everything I can to help you find Karen. Have you been able to contact her parents in Michigan?
No, not yet, but we're still trying.
This doesn't make sense. I mean, she's very organized. She's never run off like this before.
Listen, I asked your father this last night, but with Lily with you, I didn't want to ask you, but was your relationship with Karen, how do I put this?
More than professional.
That's a good way to put it.
Yes. But it ended when I met Lily.
Well, what was it? Just a mutual parting of the ways?
No. No, Karen was very hurt. That was why I went to her motel yesterday. Lily knows about all this. I told her everything last night, and that's why she went for a walk along the river, and I went for a drive. We needed time to sort things out, so...
I asked you this yesterday. I'm going to ask you again. Did you see anybody last night? Did you stop anywhere? Did anyone see you?
No. I just drove around. What was this about new information?
One of our men found a letter that Karen started and obviously didn't finish. Why don't you tell me what you make of it? Dear Derek, I'm still shaken from your visit this morning. I know you want me out of Oakdale and out of your life forever, but you didn't have to get so angry. You frighten me. Your temper has always frightened me. It stops there.
Do you mind if I see that? This isn't her handwriting.
You sure?
She worked for me for 2 years.
Do you have anything that you're certain is written by her?
In New York, yes, but not here. Wait, no, yes, I do. Karen sent a wedding present to Lily and me, which she inscribed. It's at the cottage.
Now, you have to make sure that Derek is detained at the police station, and we'll get Lily here tonight. And then put out the light.
How the hell are we gonna get Lily here tonight?
Trust me, it's all worked out. So it's tonight. Right. We shall proceed exactly as we planned. And tomorrow my son will wake up a wealthy young widower. Now listen carefully.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment. And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
Barbara, with your approval, I'm planning on permanently assigning Sean here to BRO.
Well, I approve very much. Good. Nice to see you again, Sean.
Good to see you again, Ms. Ryan.
Well, I'm on my way to Jessica's. Any messages for Paul?
Just ask him to call me when you're through with the meeting, please.
I will.
See you later.
Good luck with it, Emily.
Thank you.
Well, perhaps we should talk about the new line, huh?
Well, not in front of Miss Snyder, we can't, can we, Ellie?
Well, I could cover my ears or
I think you'll find that the people at Simply Barbara are very cutthroat and
All
not
right,
very
Barbara,
ethical.
come
Craig, I know you don't agree with me, but you have to admit that the fashion show at the Yacht Club was handled in a very underhanded way, and I think you'll remember that last year one of my designs was stolen and knocked off.
Yeah.
I wasn't even here.
Why don't we go to my
That was
office
a meeting.
and discuss it? Hmm?
What a good idea.
Thank you. Sorry, she's spirited.
Yeah, I want to go by the hospital and see Iva. She's very worried about Kirk.
I'll go with you. Why? What's the matter with Kirk?
Oh, he's thinking about joining up with Tonio. Can you believe that?
No. Montgomery Associates. Tonio, what's up? Rebels have taken 2 of the cities, Montega, 2 more. Yes. Yeah, well, I'll match whatever I can. I'll do whatever I can. Don't thank me, Tonio. I'm not doing this for you. I'm giving the money in memory of Sierra.
Oh, my little precious thing. Oh, I'm so happy to see you out here.
Where's your handsome husband?
He's at the police station. He had to answer a few questions. His business associate, Karen Barnes, has disappeared from the Yardley Motel.
Oh, dear. Do you think something has happened to her?
Oh, nobody can know for sure right now. It's too early at this point.
Well, I guess your trip to the mountains is off, huh?
Oh, we weren't going to the mountains. We were going to Europe for a year.
Lily, that's not what you said last night.
I know, but Derek wanted to keep it a secret.
A secret? Even from your family?
We were going to call you when we got to Europe.
Oh.
Lily, I still don't get it.
I don't want to talk about it right now, okay?
Maybe I should go see if she's okay.
Wait, don't press her about this right now, okay? She's very upset about Derek being called in and Karen disappearing.
Okay. Lily, I didn't mean to upset you. I was just worried.
Oh, it's all right. Really, it's okay. It's just been a rough couple of days and frightening. Oh, that's Derek.
Listen, if you need a sympathetic ear, I'm here.
Thanks.
Lily! It's for you. It's Derek.
There you go.
Here you go.
Thanks. Hi. Are you okay?
Somebody planted a phony, unfinished letter to me from Karen, and I've got to find the book of sonnets in order to prove that it's not her handwriting, and it doesn't seem to be anywhere near where I threw it, so...
I threw the book of sonnets in the incinerator.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't think either one of us would want to see that ever again.
Not to worry, not to worry. I'll just get somebody to send something from New York.
I still don't understand about the letter, though.
I'll explain it when I get to the farm. Look, just remember, I love you, and I miss you.
I love you, too.
Bye. I'm sorry I brought you out here on a wild goose chase. Lily threw the book into the incinerator.
Now, why would she do that?
It was a reminder of Karen that she didn't want around anymore.
Well, if there's nothing in Karen's writing here, is there somebody who could send something from New York?
Well, the only person with keys to my apartment is an old friend from Harvard. I'll call her and see if she can fly to New York and send something out of my files.
She?
I know what you're thinking. She's just a friend.
I know Andy's family's upset that he moved in with me, so I keep encouraging him to work it out with them and move back if that's what he wants.
Well, you're having lunch with Kim, though, aren't you, today?
I'm planning to, but I'm kind of hoping that I can go at a time when Andy can go, too.
Don't wait for Andy. Go now and have lunch with Kim so she can have a chance to get to know you the way I do.
You're so nice. You know, I've never had a girlfriend.
Oh, well, I think it's high time you did, and I'm your girlfriend, so come here.
I'm so happy.
Oh, hi, sweetheart. Come on in.
I need a price on this.
Oh, let me get the price of things out there. There's out here.
Okay.
Like I've said before, you've got a terrific grandmother.
Oh, I know.
Listen, I'm not real good with words, but I'm really glad about you and Duke. No, I mean, really, it's nice. Well, see ya.
Bye-bye. Well, here we go, and are you all right?
Yes. I didn't know you and Julie were so close.
We're great buddies.
Did you know that Andy moved in with Julie?
I heard that, yes.
Don't you think it's wrong?
Now, honey, I'm not going to pass judgment. I know a lot of people are doing that these days. I'm really concerned, though, what it might do to Kim.
Well, what if I wanted to move in with someone? Like, Duke, for instance.
No, I would definitely try to talk you out of that,
Well,
sweetheart.
why is it okay for Julie and not for me?
Well, because you're two entirely different people, and one of these days you're going to fall so in love with such a wonderful young man, and your grandmother is going to give you the most gorgeous wedding you ever saw.
Thanks.
Yes.
I'm going to put this up front.
All righty. Hello. Barbara. How is it going? How do you like working with Sean Baxter?
Well, I don't know him very well, but he seems very bright, and it's certainly a relief not to work with Emily.
I have never understood what is this ugly feeling you have about Emily.
Well, Lisa, I'll tell you. Emily found out about Adam before Hal did, and she used that information to blackmail me. First, she forced me into keeping her on my account, and then she forced me into letting Paul work with her this summer.
I was taking a shower, getting ready for the dinner that Paul and I were going to have together. When I turned the shower off, James was just there.
Whore, you seduced my son!
I was terrified, and I started to scream. Then I ran towards the bedroom. But James followed me. Before I knew it, he grabbed me and started hitting me. Then he picked me up by the throat. He tried to choke me. When he threw me down on the bed, I tried to fight back, and right about then, Paul entered and yelled for his father to stop. So James let go for a second. I had a minute to try to get the phone and call for help. James saw me and stopped me by hitting me again. Paul yelled for his father to stop, but he wouldn't, and we both knew he was trying to kill me. That's when Paul shot him. Well, when we both realized that James wasn't just wounded, we were in shock. I don't know how much time passed, and then Foley came to the door, and I sent him away. After that, we found James' briefcase, and we tried to open it. And then I think we were thinking a bit more clearly. So we called you, and then we called the police.
Okay. You both have a clear memory of what happened, and that's good. And your stories match. And that's great. Now, I do have a few more questions. In the police report, Paul, it says that you dismissed the detective who was assigned to you before you went over to Emily's. Why did you do that?
Because I didn't really think my dad was anywhere near Oakdale, and I was going to be spending the night at Aunt Kim's.
Mm-hmm. And what about the service revolver, Hal's revolver? You said you gave it to Emily for protection. Why didn't you ask his permission?
Because I thought he would say no.
And you really felt she should have it?
Yes. There was a lot of rumors going around then. That's also about the time when I found Emily's terrace door open when she was in New York. And then she got those pink roses without a card.
Excuse me. Yes, Alice. Oh, right. Yeah, of course, no problem. I have to give this file to Greg. I'll be right back.
What if they ask us about our friendship?
Oh, why would they?
Jessica said Hastings might go into all that because of the card on the flowers and the watch you were going to give me.
Wait a second. Please, stop worrying about it. We're going to be just fine. We just have to tell them the truth and leave out the part about the letters, that's all.
Hi. How are you? Excuse
Hi,
me.
Craig.
Bob, you got a second?
Oh, sure.
Thanks.
Is Emily back yet?
Yeah, she's in a meeting with Jessica. Excuse me one second. Apparently, every time Casey calls, Mama gets a distinct impression that he's hiding something from her.
I wouldn't put it past him. Want me to check with his doctor in Massachusetts and find out what's going on? Sure, I'd be glad to.
I just don't want her going up there and, hitting something she's not prepared for.
Yeah. I'll let you know if I hear anything at all.
Thanks, Bob. Appreciate it.
Hi.
Hi.
How did the meeting with Jessica go?
Jessica doesn't seem to think that there's going to be any problem.
I just wish it was all over.
Well, come on now. You got nothing to worry about. You go in there, you tell the plain, simple truth. The jurors will understand.
You don't think your lawyer in New York could handle things?
Well, I don't like working long distance. Far prefer the personal touch. Now, how about turning me on to some Chicago galleries, or local ones for that matter? I hear you're into art.
Where do you get your information?
In this case, from the Munsons at the closing on my apartment. So, how about a little gallery hopping this weekend?
Why do I get the feeling you enjoy hearing me say no?
Ooh. On the contrary, that's the only thing about you that I don't like.
Excuse me. Jessica Griffin?
It's Fiona, Jess. So sorry to bother my busy sister, but thought you might like to know that Mama's in the hospital.
What? What happened?
She had trouble breathing last night. Also a fever. So we got her to, the emergency room at Brock's General. She's been waiting on a stretcher all night for a room to be available.
All right, tell her I'm on my way, and we'll move her to a private hospital.
I think you should just stay put, seeing how Mama feels about you, Jess.
Fiona, she is still my mother, and I want to be there. Now, I'll come straight to the hospital.
All right, I'll be here.
Tell her I'll be there soon. Bye.
What's happened?
My mother, is in the hospital, trouble breathing. Yeah, Alice, would you tell Greg I need to see him as soon as possible? Thanks. I'm sorry, we're gonna have to cut our meeting short.
Of course. I hope your mother's okay.
Thank you. Barbara, this is Jessica. I don't know how to find Paul, but tell him that I'm not going to be able to be there for the grand jury tomorrow. I have a family emergency.
Jess, you can't do this. He's counting on you.
Greg Hadley will be there in my place. I'm going to brief him right now. Don't worry, Paul is well prepared. He'll be fine.
Hi, Leanne. Hi. It's Duke. Yeah, listen, I'm coming by to pick you up for class in a couple of minutes, but I just thought I'd tell you, Pop's kind of in a bad way, and I have a feeling I should sort of be there to talk with him tonight.
Well, you don't have to clear your plans with me, Duke. I understand.
Okay, but I'd rather be with you, believe me. Well, look, I'll see you in a couple minutes, okay? Bye. Hey!
Hey.
Bob! Hey! Oh, listen, Mrs. Hughes, she's at the house.
Yeah, I know. I saw her. I want to talk to you.
Yeah, actually, I can't. I gotta go to class. But how about dinner?
That's just what I was going to ask
Well,
you.
great. Great minds think alike. I'll see you later, Buster.
All right. Okay.
Why didn't you give me some hint you were going to Seattle? Why couldn't you tell me?
Because I felt it should be done in person, face to face.
I can handle the pressure without hitting the bottle. So give me the benefit of the doubt. If something's bothering you, you can share it with me.
This sharing business is a two-way street, you know? You're obviously becoming very, very close with Leanne. You don't tell me anything about that. You obviously knew about this business with this guy Patelli. You don't tell anybody about that? No, I don't hear anything about your life. I do hear it from other people, or finally when the situation becomes a crisis.
You're so wrapped up with your own stuff.
My life is very complicated, yes. But you're my son, for God's sake. You know I've got time for you. I love you. You know that. I may not always show it as much as I should have. That's a mistake. That is a mistake. I have made mistakes.
Yeah, you have.
I think you're right. I think she'd be far more concerned with Andrew's welfare than anything else.
So, Paul, what you've done this summer, it's impressive. I have a sister about your age, and she wouldn't even be able to recognize a memo, much less write one.
There's the file you asked for.
Thank you very much. Listen, I was thinking, you want to go over to that gym you mentioned? Maybe have a workout and answer some questions for me about Tidewater? Ooh, on second thought, I guess you'll be thinking of the grand jury, huh? And forget about the gym. I'm sure you'll be with Brock, hmm?
Well, actually, Brock is in Chicago, and it'd probably be good for me to work out for a little while. How about if I let you know later?
That'd be great. Thank you very much.
You okay?
I don't know. Going over it all again with Jessica, I keep seeing that look of my father's.
I know. I was reliving it myself. But hey, we can't let that get to us, okay? Jessica said that we have got to be as unemotional as possible.
How can I?
Come on. Let's go into Cray's office and talk about this. Paul, I know it's difficult, but we can't let anybody find out that the reason that James went so crazy was because of the letters that you gave to me. Now, nobody knows what happened between us this summer, and nobody can find out about those letters.
I just have this really terrible feeling that everything's gonna come out tomorrow.
Justine, it's Derek. Hi, I'm glad I finally got you. Look, I need an enormous favor. Look, you still have keys to my apartment, right? Great. I need you to get on the shuttle. I need you to go to my apartment. I need you to get a file marked Hess. And it's got some handwritten notes in it made by Karen Barnes. I need you to fax those to me here. The fax number is 217-555-9134. Thanks. You're a lifesaver. She's gonna do it. They should be here in a couple of hours, and that'll prove that that letter is a phony.
Yeah, well, then the question would be, who planted it? Do you have any idea?
No.
All right, that's it then. You're free to go, but leaving town would be a bad idea.
May I make another phone call?
Be my guest.
Thank you. Once the letters proved a fake, Lily and I are free to go, right?
Don't see why not.
Caleb, hi, it's Derek. Can I speak to Lily, please? Thanks.
Munson.
Hal, it's Jeff. I was just on my way back to the station, and I spotted something in the grass by the driveway. Guess what?
I'm not in the mood for games, Jeff.
No game, sir. It's a key to a room at the Yardley Motel. Karen Barnes' room. I'll be right in with it.
I'll be here.
Everything should be cleared up in just a couple of hours, and then we can leave for Europe.
Stay tuned for Guiding Light, next on most of these CBS stations. Children's Clothes by Good Lad of Philadelphia. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.
This is CBS.